Hi, I'm Sharon Renfro. Our Hearts and Minds at SharonRenfro.com believes that we must open our minds in order to be able to open our hearts to one another. A fundamental idea of an alternative way to understand the psychology of relationships. Now, this means that thinking is the key to achieving stable, long-term, committed, meaningfully connected relationships. This YouTube video explores the 3 steps of thinking and how thinking can be used to understand secrets in relationships. Now, I'll give very brief definitions of the 3 steps of thinking, and then I'm going to list some examples of what I mean so that you can learn to use this process for yourself. Now, the first step of thinking is to research, which means that we gather pertinent and objective information. So, number 1. The term secret and the use of a secret indicates some perception and interpretation of a threat if the secret is revealed. Number 2, the emotional system, the lizard brain, assesses everything we experience to determine individual safety and threat as we relate to others. Number 3, while the individual may believe that he or she, if they keep the secret in order to protect the relationship partner, in fact, the emotional system assesses solely for the safety of the individual, with no consideration of another person. Number 4, each person must constantly balance his or her needs to be an individual and to be in a relationship. Secrets imbalance these needs. Number 5, automatically, emotionally reactive behaviors are directed at relationship partners when a threat is perceived. Conflict, fight, distance, flight, pretend, camouflage, and cut off, play dead are strategies that have to be used in order to keep a secret. These strategies pose a threat to the person to whom those strategies are directed. That means your relationship partner. Number 6, secrets prevent openness, and that is a requisite for closeness. Now, the second step in thinking is reason, which means that we apply logic to connect how the pieces of the information fit together to form an understanding. Number 1, being able to see the lack of logic between committing to another person and keeping secrets from them alters our understanding related to individual motivation to keep a secret. Number 2, if a person requires protection from learning a secret, does that mean that that person requires protection from the person who is keeping the secret? This question should help the individual to understand how secrets impact relationships. Now, the third step in thinking is reflection, which means that you consider both yourself as an individual, yourself as a relationship partner who's responsible, and consideration of the other person, which includes having empathy for that person. Number 1, ask the question, what is my real motivation in keeping this secret? Number 2, have an open discussion with your relationship partner and pose the question, do you want to be protected from what I would consider information that might upset you? In fact, some people do not want to know. But what does it mean to your own life to have to act as a protector for your relationship partner? Good question. Number 3, and what is the long-term effect of keeping a secret? Now, these are just some examples of how to use thinking to approach a relationship. Now, if these ideas have been beneficial to you, please like us so that others can find the help that they need. And you may find more information and in-depth discussion of these ideas in our free podcast series, Our Hearts and Minds, The Psychology of Relationships, at Castbox or SharonRenfro.com. And we thank you for listening.